Tragic incident has unfolded in Malangeni. That's an area in KwaZulu-Natal where a man who confessed on social media in a video that's gone viral to killing a 25-year-old woman has himself been found dead, we're told hanging from a tree. Now, this comes after police discovered the woman's body at a nearby gravel road on Tuesday with multiple stab wounds and a broken knife close to her body. Let's get you a sense of what else we know. Bring in KZN police spokesperson. That's Colonel Robert Nechawunda, who joins us now via our video link. And Colonel, thank you for your time and patience. Welcome to the SABC News Channel. What an incredibly heart-wrenching story this. Let's perhaps begin by just ascertaining what do you know to have happened?
Thank you for having us. What we do know for now is that there was a murder which was reported on Tuesday evening, being yesterday, and police responded to an area in Malangeni in Umzinto, where a body of a 25-year-old woman was found lying on a gravel road with multiple stab wounds, and a knife, like you said, was also found next to the body. The knife was broken, which could mean that was broken during the act of stabbing. We also recovered a vehicle which was just a few meters away from the body with blood-stained seat, especially the front passenger seat. It was abandoned, and we had to start the manhunt to locate the suspect.
Did police also find out about this incident through social media, as it seems to be the case for most people?
A case of murder was reported to the police, not the social media. That happened after we were investigating a case of murder, and when police had already responded to reports of murder. It happened later that the case went viral after the suspect posted himself and what he had done. Police were already investigating by that time.
And I suppose, Colonel, you know, part of the obvious questions from a lot of people who have a keen interest to see how this unfolds is what happens next. I imagine the man who was found hanging at the tree must have been a prime suspect.
You are correct. The person found hanging on a tree was the prime suspect. He is the person who faked the woman who was his girlfriend. And then later on, she was found killed. And with his confession on the video that he posted all over, he was the prime suspect. We were looking for him. We found him hanging on a tree. We are still getting a case because it is for us to find out what happened, what led to the murder, and also a case of inquest. It is under investigation as to how it all came about. We are as the police mandated to investigate both these cases, and we shall do so thoroughly so.
What are you able to tell us at this stage, Colonel, about this 25-year-old woman? And I'm only asking this question because in the videos that you've alluded to, there's at least one of them where it seems that there was an ongoing relationship between them. And in fact, this woman may have had a child, we're told, outside of the relationship he had with the suspect that we're speaking about. So what have you been able to ascertain really about this woman and her background?
What we have for now is that there has been domestic-related altercations between the two a few days leading to the murder. We do not want to get carried away by what the suspect was saying on the video, because as the police, we need to get the facts and talk to those who were privy to the situation. And now it's still early stages, and with this tragic news, we are talking to relevant people and also respecting their time of grief. Those who were around both deceased now will hopefully shed some light on what could have really triggered the suspect to commit the murder. Not that any other reason could be enough to commit murder. We want to find out as the police what could have led to the murder, or if somebody was aware that there was violence brewing before the murder happened.
The incident has obviously brought into sharp focus, Colonel, the scourge of gender-based violence in our country. And of course, many people who had weighed in have been completely taken aback by the brazenness, by the sheer violence, and the very grotesque way in which all of this seems to have unfolded. And it's going to raise questions, of course, around whether there's any better way for police to be able to curb something like this from taking place even before it happens.
Police can curb it before it happens if the matter is reported timeously. Like I indicated, we are told that the two had differences, domestic related, days before the matter happened. We're not blaming the victim that the matter was not reported. Maybe because she might have thought that whatever they were having could be resolved through a word of mouth, which is supposed to be the case anyway. And maybe the suspect did not show any signs of violence in him. And yesterday that it happened that he got violent and he stabbed her to death. Domestic violence cases, most of them happen behind closed doors and they become difficult to prevent. That is why most of the time police will only react to an incident, because most of the time the suspect do not show any sign of them going to do anything. They just act out of the blue and commit this